First, fast, accurate. With Jennifer Copeland and Rick Schutt. You're watching WSBT-22 News at 6.
And we're taking a live look inside the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, the site of this year's Republican National Convention.
And it has been a very busy day already. The convention drawing some big names in politics, meaning security, that's going to be a top concern.
And it's something police there are taking very seriously. WSBT-22's Patrick Roth joins us now live from Cleveland. Patrick, a lot of safety measures in place.
Yeah, Leanne, like you mentioned, you have police from all across the country here. And actually, some members of the police union here in Cleveland, they actually asked for Governor John Kasich to declare a state of emergency so they could temporarily suspend the state's open carry laws when it comes to firearms. Now, Kasich ultimately didn't do that, but there's still a lot of security in place here. The theme of the first day of the Republican National Convention is making America safe again. And I want to show you some of the security measures that are in place, keeping Cleveland and the convention safe. You can actually see right here behind me lots of barricades and lots of strong police activity. That's Secret Service over there, and there are police from all across the country who are helping out in securing the convention area. Cars that want to go through there have to be inspected very closely. And as you get closer, we're still a block away from the convention center, and as you get closer, the security only gets tighter. We got past the first barricade, and we're still about a block away from the arena center, but you can see these fences. These are lined up all across the street. Even the sidewalks are closed. You can't walk on that side of the sidewalk, only down there or down here. And that's just some of the security measures they have as you get closer and closer to the arena. This is as close as you can get to the convention hall without actually having accreditation. There are various levels of accreditation you need to get on. This gets you inside and on the floor. You can see actually right over here, there are some protesters who are set up, but there have been other protesters who've been walking through, and they're not the only ones.
We call you to task!
This is what police are calling a designated protest zone. You can see there's speakers up here behind me. They had to register well beforehand, and each speaker or group gets about 30 minutes on the stage. As a result of that, you actually have different groups. So for example, up here they've talked a little bit about feminism, women's rights, and reproductive rights as well. However, right over there is a pro-life person who's waiting for her turn to speak. Now, this obviously is a relatively small congregation, but there's going to be larger ones throughout the day and throughout the week. The biggest one today is actually going to be called the America First Movement. It's estimated 5,000 people are going to be here. That'll be going on this afternoon. And tomorrow, there's going to be a protest with the same number of people of Iraq War veterans who are against the war. Now, there are certainly no shortage of protest groups here. The one protest we saw earlier actually had a variety of different groups. There are people calling for immigration reform, other people from Black Lives Matter, and there are other people who are just calling for equal pay for women.
Now, Patrick, we've already seen a bit of drama on the floor there.
Yeah, Leanne, you know, this was really the last gasp for the Never Trump movement, and it's very complicated to understand. I've talked to 6 different delegates about it, and I've gotten 6 different responses. But essentially what it boils down to is some people think that one of the goals was to try to get this parliamentary procedures delayed as long as possible, so hopefully they could push back some of the primetime speakers. Now that didn't work, and things are scheduled to begin again at about 10 to 8 tonight.
Patrick Roth, live for us tonight in Cleveland. Patrick, thank you so much.
And make sure to stay with WSBT-22 News as we bring you live coverage from the Republican National Convention. Tonight at 11, Patrick will talk with local delegates who are getting down to work. We will also air a convention schedule called Your Voice, Your Future every night at 7 o'clock on SBT2 and on WSBT.com. You can also check out live streaming events all week on our website and on our WSBT-22 News app.